This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us. A destructive storm system rolled through southern Wisconsin this afternoon, prompting several thunderstorm and tornado warnings along the way.
It was a quick-hitting storm making its way through the entire viewing area in just a couple of hours. Most of the damage we have seen so far is wind-related. We've received multiple viewer photos, a few from Lancaster showing a destroyed barn and several downed trees, and another from Platteville showing a tree on top of a crushed car. So far, we have not heard any reports of injuries.
Let's go right to meteorologist Dana Fulton with our updated forecast. Dana?
Thankfully, things becoming partly cloudy overnight. The wind or the rain and the thunderstorms out of the area now. As we look at a time lapse from the day, you can see that cloudy sky at about noon. The showers passing through very quickly this afternoon. And actually a really pretty sunset with some nice purples in the sky. Radar is quiet right now. Those storms now moving into parts of southern Illinois, Indiana, and into Ohio, where they have severe thunderstorm watches in effect for the night. We're going to stay quiet with skies again becoming partly cloudy. Rainfall totals from today, really the highest along the Illinois border. We saw some areas get well over 2 inches of rain. Areas north of Madison only picking up about 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch of rain. So again, the major damage, destruction today coming from the wind passing through. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, warm, and less humid outside, 82 the high. We're expecting a nice dry trend for the next few days, but we'll look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
It appears the vast majority of those who have lost power this afternoon have since got it back. At one point, more than 4,000 people in the Grant County area were without power. That number is down into the hundreds now.
In the Platteville area, many people are in the process now of cleaning up what the storm left behind. A tree fell onto the power lines on Mineral Street, blocking the sidewalk, most of the front yard there. As of this evening, the homeowner telling us the entire block remains without power. Another man we spoke with says multiple trees fell blocking his street, and he's surprised it wasn't worse.
I was working on something, and all of a sudden, from the back of my mind, I realized I was hearing all these different sounds. Turned and looked out the window and realized it was full frontal force of the storm coming in as branches were falling, and a couple of cars were honking at each other and trying not to hit each other.
Well, check out this video from Highway 151 between Platteville and Belmont. The wind's overturning a semi. This was just around exit 21. We haven't heard about any potential injuries from this situation. The storm prompted warnings in Rock County as well. Luckily, that severe threat fizzled out fairly quickly. Our crew on the scene saw floodwaters on North Pontiac Drive in Janesville and on the frontage road along Highway 14. There was a vehicle there stalled in the water.
So before the storm rolled into Wisconsin, left behind a trail of damage in Iowa. This is video from Urbandale. The roof on Buccaneer Arena was destroyed, with parts of the roof being blown off and scattered around the area. Portions of central Iowa saw winds over 100 miles per hour. For the latest weather information on the go, download our Channel 3000 weather app. Radars, alerts, and interactive radars all available for free. Just search Channel 3000 in your app store.
To our coronavirus headlines now, more than 600 new cases were confirmed in Wisconsin over the past 24 hours. DHS officials say a vast majority of Wisconsinites who have tested positive since the start of all this. About 83% of all patients have recovered. About 6.2% of new tests came back positive in the past day. That's about a 2% drop from the weekend. DHS officials say the 7-day average is roughly 6%. And across the country, more school districts went back to class today as the U.S. tops 5 million cases nationwide. More than 163,000 people have now died. Teachers in Southern California returned to their classrooms while their students logged on from home. North Paulding High School in Georgia, and that was forced to switch to online learning temporarily after 9 positive coronavirus cases were reported in the first week of school.
In the last 2 months, the Wisconsin Poison Control Center says it's had an increase in calls of people being poisoned from drinking hand sanitizer. Since June 1st, they say they've received nearly 200 calls about this. Jamie Perez explains why this trend is happening.
The FDA put together a list of 135 recalled hand sanitizers that contain methanol, an ingredient that's been making people sick.
The issue that poison centers are having is that there's no methanol labeled anywhere on the product.
Matt Stanton is a clinical toxicologist at the Wisconsin Poison Control Center. He said the shortage of hand sanitizers prompted more companies to start making them, many improperly manufactured to include methanol. So how can you tell which products contain them? Stanton says that's the scary part.
You can't. I think some of the products are listed on the FDA's recall website.
Now, you're much less likely to get sick from using hand sanitizer if you actually use it as intended and follow the directions on the label. But some people are drinking it to get drunk.
Adults may drink some of those products if they don't have other ethanol available.
Kids who have it accessible to them in the house have been drinking it too, and they're also showing signs of inebriation.
Even if a child gets a small amount of just an ethanol-containing hand sanitizer, they can exhibit symptoms of inebriation and low blood sugar.
Stanton says parents should make sure they're around their kids whenever they use it, and otherwise store it in a place they can't easily get to it. Health experts say your best bet is to buy hand sanitizer from a reputable company, but the best option, if available, is to just use soap and water. For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
The FDA has a list of the recalled hand sanitizers on its website. We also have a link to it at channel3000.com. If you are feeling symptoms of poisoning from hand sanitizer, like difficulty seeing, headaches, and nausea, call the Poison Control Center.
Tonight in Baltimore, crews say they are still actively searching for any more potential victims after a major explosion ripped through a residential neighborhood. The blast reduced 3 homes to rubble, severely damaged several others. Investigators believe it was caused by a gas leak, killing at least 1 person. Neighbors turned rescuers worked with firefighters to pull 7 others from the wreckage. 6 of them had serious injuries. The 7th was found late today. Chicago police arrested more than 100 people after a night of looting and unrest. 13 officers were also injured. Dozens of businesses along Chicago's Magnificent Mile and nearby were all ransacked and robbed overnight. The chaos and looting erupted on the city's south side after officers shot and wounded a suspect they say was shooting at them. Police say the incident prompted a false social media claim that police had killed a 15-year-old boy and a social media post encouraging looting downtown.
The Big Ten is expected to formally cancel its 2020 football season tomorrow and will try to play the fall season this spring. Reports about a canceled season came shortly after the Mid-America Conference, or MAC, canceled its fall season, also moving it to the spring. We'll have more on the decision coming up in sports. President Trump is calling for college football games to resume this season. He tweeted this morning, the student athletes have been working too hard for their season to be canceled, adding the hashtag, "We want to play." Another tweet simply said, "Play college football." The calls come amid a larger push by his administration to get academic institutions to reopen in the fall.
Brief scare at the White House today during President Trump's press briefing. A Secret Service agent came into the room, took the president out. Take a look.
The way they're going, it looks like they're just about going to be topping records hopefully soon. Excuse me?
Now, minutes after leaving, the president did return to the briefing room and said a Secret Service agent was involved in a shooting nearby. It happened a block to the northwest at 17th Street at Pennsylvania Avenue. They say officers shot and wounded a man who was believed to be armed. Secret Service says the suspect never breached the grounds of the White House. Both the suspect and an agent were taken to the hospital.
Tomorrow is partisan primary election day in Wisconsin. Polls open at 7 a.m. and will close at 8 p.m. The Madison clerk's office is reminding voters that many polling locations have changed. So to find your polling location, head to cityofmadison.com/where-do-I-vote. You can also go to myvote.wi.gov. We will have coverage throughout the day and all of the results tomorrow night right here on News 3 Now at 10. Wisconsin voters have requested more than 900,000 absentee ballots for this primary. That's more than 7 times what they requested in the last August primary back in 2018. The Wisconsin Elections Commission says so far more than 500,000 of those have been returned.
We should soon find out who will complete the 2020 Democratic presidential ticket. Joe Biden expected to announce a running mate sometime this week. Biden previously said he would choose a female. Among the women rumored to be top contenders include California Congresswoman Karen Bass, former UN Ambassador Susan Rice, and California Senator Kamala Harris. A new poll out today from the UW's Election Research Center shows Biden leading President Trump here in Wisconsin. The poll showed Biden picking up voters that didn't vote in 2016 or didn't vote for one of the 2 major party candidates. The poll also shows Biden picked up undecided voters since February, and the views surrounding President Trump's handling of the coronavirus pandemic and the Black Lives Matter protests are tied to vote choice. In this poll, this may have hit the president where he typically gets a lot of support among white voters.
And he did that 4 years ago in Wisconsin, winning by about 9 percentage points among whites. But this year, right now, it looks pretty competitive among white voters who are the vast majority in Wisconsin. And if that's the situation, then Biden's going to be in a very good position going into the election.
Now, he did want to stress this poll is just a snapshot, not a prediction for the election in the fall.
Still to come tonight, your updated forecast for the work week ahead, plus a final farewell for a lifelong friend. The story about a local man and his beloved tree when we come back.
Great decision on your new windows. Buy one, get one won't last long.
Have you always been so passionate about windows?
Felco's buy one, get one free windows is totally rad. Felco's energy efficient windows are a must in every home. So hurry, call now.
You could say that.
Buy one window, get one free, and get no interest for 1 year.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Felco.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection. Shop across the Ford lineup, America's best-selling brand. And get peace of mind with the Ford Promise. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Now choose FlexBuy and get a 2020 Fusion with 0% financing for 66 months, plus $3,000 bonus cash when you finance through Ford Credit.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
At Pick and Save, we give you more ways to save on the fresh you love, like the Pick and Save app. It combines personalized coupons, fuel points, and weekly sales for the best deals. From meat to fruits and veggies to milk to whatever is in that. We've always given you more ways to save, and now those savings are even better than ever. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Dreaming of custom furniture, but you think high prices, sales pressure, and waiting for months and months? Come to Slumberland and design your way. Quick and easy, with no extra cost. First, pick your piece. Lots of styles, clearly marked. Next, pick your fabric. There's no extra charge here. Then, get it quick. Our orders are made fast. Plus, all custom furniture is on sale. Design your way, only at Slumberland Furniture.
I want a client who comes in to feel comfortable and to know that their case is in good hands so they can relax and get on with their life as best as they can and let me do the fighting for them. That's how I want them to feel.
Gingras, Thompson, and Walks. Parents joining forces to help their kids learn and socialize safely.
That's what we're motivated by, is how will this affect, in a positive way, our kids' mental health.
Could a learning pod make a difference for your kids? On the next News 3 Now this morning. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway is asking the State Public Service Commission to extend its moratorium on utility disconnections. The current moratorium is set to expire on September 1st. In a letter to the commission, the mayor writes, "We are still in the middle of a public health and economic crisis, and we cannot end the programs and policies established to help people weather this storm." She is asking for the moratorium to be extended until the spring of 2021. Coronavirus testing could be a must when the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line resumes sailing. According to USA Today, the company's CEO said today that testing will likely be required before future cruises. Royal Caribbean is also looking into other possible safety measures down the line. They include using ultraviolet light to kill the coronavirus and modifying ships to promote social distancing. The company is hoping its U.S. ships will be back at sea in November if they get the green light from the CDC.
Well, there is a tree that stands alone in a field in Platteville, but over the past 8 years, that tree has never been alone. Our Gabriella Becerra shares the story of a sad goodbye to a lifelong friend.
It's a walk Mark Hirsch has made 1,000 times.
I envision all kinds of future milestones in my life beneath that tree.
But tonight, as the sun sets over Platteville, Hirsch says goodbye to his best friend.
I mean, I would come here, the most horrible weather and my most difficult moments in my life, And I would come down here and I'd park myself under the tree and just reflect on all that's good in life, you know?
It's a friendship News 3 Now introduced you 2 years ago. Hirsch photographed that tree every day for a year.
First started the project, you know, I was talking about, I'm taking pictures of this tree in a cornfield. And then it's taken on a whole different level of appreciation and respect.
And his connection with her grew through moments spent lying at her trunk.
It was therapeutic, and it was, you know, it was positive, and I've had those experiences countless times.
But a storm blew through Grant County, making those moments no longer possible.
Drove to here and I parked my truck, and it was raining. The weather was still hideous and horrible, lightning and thunder. And I just walked down here and I laid my head on her trunk and just cried.
And although it's not the last time he'll walk away,
I lost a lot. I think a lot of people will feel the same heartfelt loss.
This will be the last photo he'll ever take of that tree. In Platteville, I'm Gabriella Becerra, News 3 Now.
Well, Hirsch says he won't be able to take a photo of that tree like this because he doesn't want to remember her that way, but he is thinking of saving part of her trunk in memory. Let's go to Dana Fulton. After all that weather rolled through today, did plenty of damage to trees all across the area. She now looks ahead. Dana?
It was a little busy this afternoon. Right now, thankfully, radar is quiet. It's going to stay quiet for the next few days. We don't have anything new moving in. But as we do look back at the afternoon, something kind of significant stands out. These storm reports stretch for an incredible distance throughout Iowa, Illinois, into Indiana, now into Ohio, and of course up into southern Wisconsin. You could see all of the wind damage reports and the reports of strong wind gusts passing through. And when we have a wind event that is this widespread and this long-lived, it does have a specific name. They're called derechos. They're long-lived, widespread windstorms, and they have a few qualifications they have to meet to be considered a derecho. More than 250 miles in width, and also seeing wind gusts of at least 58 miles per hour. And we certainly met both of those criteria this afternoon. In fact, some of the wind gusts out of Iowa were close to 90, even 100 miles per hour. This straight line wind damage could easily be compared to the wind damage of an EF0 or an EF1 tornado passing through, but everything is pushed in the same direction rather than being scattered around. These storms form in a very hot, moist, unstable environment, and that's exactly what the setup was this afternoon, with temperatures above average and a lot of moisture in the area, that humidity creeping up throughout the Midwest. So these long-winded windstorm events happen in the plains in the Midwest, where we have plenty of space for these storms to gather strength and pass through. We're going to let this continue to move east and weaken as it does move east. High pressure now building in for us. Our light breeze coming from the northwest, and it's going to keep things pretty quiet outside for the next few days. We'll enjoy sunshine and not seeing any more big rain events passing through or big wind events passing through. Overnight, skies becoming partly cloudy, and for Tuesday, we'll start the day off with temperatures close to 60, and the afternoon skies will be mostly sunny and high temperatures will be in the low 80s. So really nice summery afternoon. Skies into Wednesday should be mostly clear, and then afternoon highs in the mid to low 80s. Our breeze becoming just a little more southern for Wednesday afternoon, so we'll add a few more degrees on for our afternoon high temperatures. The other good news as we look at our heat index readings should be right where our actual temperatures are for afternoon highs. Shouldn't feel much warmer outside, so a nice little change of pace compared to the humidity that we've had for the last few days. Tomorrow, high temperature of about 82 in Madison. Again, mostly sunny and warm, a little bit above average, but certainly less humid outside. We'll be in the low 80s and mid to low 80s on Wednesday with partly sunny skies. Mid 80s on Thursday and Friday. Again, partly sunny skies through the rest of the week, but by late Friday, a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm will start to develop. Better chances for rain will build in for Saturday and Sunday. The weekend is going to be a little more humid also with that rain system building in. High temperatures for Saturday and Sunday will be in the lower 80s. And then looking to next week, it seems likely we'll hit another dry stretch. Partly sunny skies on Monday with high temperatures close to 80, and we'll stay close to 80 through the middle of next week with mostly sunny skies for Tuesday and Wednesday. And 80s where we should be for this time of year. Overnight lows close to 60 degrees, so we aren't seeing a big jump or a big drop with our temperatures, but it's nice after today to have a break in the rain and again the wind of that coming through.
Yeah, as much, you know, you don't like to see the damage, but we had a lot of places that kind of needed a little bit of rain.
A little bit of rain, absolutely, yeah. The soil kind of getting cracked, the farmers needing a little bit of rain. Anyone with a garden, my tomato plants needed it, so.
They do that though the weather does that, where it's you either get dry, or if it rains, it can't just give us a nice little rain. It's got to knock over trees. If I could program it
to just help everyone out, that'd be great. Yeah,
someday.
Make my job a lot
Maybe
easier.
someday. All right, Dana, thanks. Just had sports. Brewers stumble again at Miller Park. The big at bat that put the Twins up for good. Zach's got sports next.
Right center field.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We decided to have the surgery at Stoughton Hospital because we had just been so pleased with the care that we had received at that point. Being so close to home, why would we go anywhere else?
Dear Summer, how do I make the most of you? Do I kick back and relax? Or climb new mountains? I could go and get dirty. Or switch into new lanes. One thing's for sure, it's gonna be great. Can't wait. Toyota.
Right now, you can get 1.9% financing for 60 months on a new 2020 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Toyota.
Save big money in your next project with 11% off everything right now at Menards. Update your home with great floors from Tarkett. We have a great selection of laminate, vinyl plank, and sheet vinyl flooring. Get 11% off all Tarkett flooring. Give your bathroom a new look with help from Sterling. The Ensemble Medley Tub Shower has an extra deep bathing well, $449.99 after 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Kindness makes a world of difference at the Century House. Donate $50 or more to the Second Harvest Food Bank of Southern Wisconsin and save more than ever before on stressless seating. Save at least $300 on stressless recliners and office chairs. Plus, save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. There's never been a better time to help others and fill your home with the unmatched comfort of stressless seating. Be kind and save generously at the Century House.
This is the big one, folks. The Brothers Maine Everything's on Sale sale. Get huge clearance prices on every brand in the store with 0% financing for up to 18 months. Only Maine delivers more satisfaction every day, like a risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee, giving you 100% confidence in your purchase. How's that for more? The Everything's on Sale sale with more selection, more savings, and more happy homes on everything. Now at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection, like 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. And get peace of mind with the Ford Promise. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus the peace of mind of the Ford Promise. See your local Ford dealer today.
We decided to have the surgery at Stoughton Hospital because we had just been so pleased with the care that we had received at that point. Being so close to home, why would we go anywhere else?
Sunday was a big day for the Brew Crew. They avoided being swept by the Reds and got their first win at Miller Park this season. Now the task, try to turn one home win into two. Brewers opening up a 3-game series with the Twins, and that's stash. Second inning, the Crew strike first. Orlando Arcia bounces one off the wall and left, and the 2-out RBI double puts Milwaukee up 1-0. But Minnesota would answer in a big way. Bases loaded for Eddie Rosario, and everybody's coming home. Twins win 4-2. Bucks taking on the Raptors without Giannis, who was out with a toothache. Probably some gamesmanship there because the two will see each other in the playoffs. Kyle Korver in postseason form tonight. The sharpshooter drilled 5 3-pointers and led the Bucks with 19 points. But he was outdueled by Matt Thomas. The Onalaska native dropped in 22. Bucks fall 114-106. 5 days ago, the Big Ten released their league-only 10-game schedule, and then Saturday, the conference postponed the start of the padded practices Today, reports circulated that the season isn't going to happen. Sports radio host Dan Patrick reported that the Big Ten voted to cancel its football season, while college football analyst Kirk Herbstreit is saying that the league is looking into delaying the start of the season, not cancel it altogether. Wisconsin football was business as usual. A UW spokesman confirmed to me that the Badgers did open up fall camp and practice on the field today. And after practice, some of the guys expressed their thoughts on the reports. Cole Van Lanen tweeted, "I'm in disbelief this might be how it ends. Hashtag we want to play." David Moorman used a few more characters, saying the NCAA needs to find a way to give seniors across the country a chance to leave their mark on the field. The players, the universities, and the entire country need football in their lives, whether the season happens in the fall or the spring. And Colin Wilder added in how we might all be feeling. "I'm trying to practice until the presidents of the Big Ten themselves give out a message. I don't want to hear anything else." You saw him break on the scene last season. You heard the nice things Aaron Rodgers had to say about him, and you know Matt LaFleur has confidence in him after not taking a receiver in the draft. But what does Allen Lazard have to say about himself? Because big things are expected from the former Iowa State Cyclone, who enters training camp as the #2 wideout. His approach? Treat it like last year.
Just kind of looking at my journey through this NFL and everything, that's just kind of where I was able to make my biggest strides, is when I was kind of backed up against the wall and didn't really know where my position was or if I was going to have a job. So I want to keep that same mentality, same mindset, just to make sure I don't get too caught up with everything just from the success that I had last year, and be able to keep on making strides.
And that's it for sports. We'll be right back.
Gobin Cars Grand Opening Sale, beautiful Middleton. 2017 Nissan Sentras, Hyundai Elantras for only $79.95 or $129 per month.
That's right. Buy 2017 Nissan Sentras and Hyundai Elantras for only $79.95 or $129 per month.
Gobin Cars is selling 2018 Kia Fortes for only $89.95 or $149 per month.
Hurry in today and just ask for my dad, Don the Dealman Gobin.
Or my daughter, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Come in today for Rubens' annual leather event. Rubens has received generous discounts from all our fine leather suppliers. Natuzzi, American Leather, and many other manufacturers have allowed Rubens to give you up to 10% off on all leather furniture. Rubens' downtown store and Westside store have many pieces that are available for immediate delivery. Remember, all interior design services are complimentary. Stop into either Rubens today for our leather event.
When a student falls behind, a good teacher helps them catch up. A bad president would tie their hands, like Joe Biden would. Even with hundreds of public schools closed indefinitely, Biden opposes emergency parental choice grants, preventing parents from choosing options like private tutoring or charter schools if their public school is closed. A lost year is unacceptable, but 4 under Biden, that's a lost generation. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Getting your air ducts thoroughly cleaned takes the trained professionals at Stanley Steamer, using the most powerful equipment to get the most powerful results. Our equipment goes deep inside your ducts, removing years of dirt, pet hair, allergens, even dust mites. Unlike other air duct cleaning companies, Stanley Steamer cleans your entire system. Just look at how much dirt can be removed. Call today for a free inspection and save $50 on a cleaning.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection, like 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. And get peace of mind with the Ford Promise. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus the peace of mind of the Ford Promise. See your local Ford dealer today.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by the Wisconsin Lottery, reminding you to please play responsibly. You're watching watching News 3 Now at 10.
And welcome back. We go to Dana. One final check of the forecast.
Thankfully, the next few days look a little quieter outside. Mostly sunny skies for Tuesday. High temperatures will be in the low 80s. We stay in the low 80s for Wednesday with partly sunny skies for Wednesday and Thursday. Warming up a little bit on Friday. We'll be in the mid 80s with heat index readings in the upper 80s. And there will be a slight chance for showers and thunderstorms developing late in the day. A better chance for showers and thunderstorms looking ahead to this weekend. Temps back in the low 80s for afternoon highs, but it will be humid with the chance for showers and storms both afternoons. Next week, likely we'll hit another dry stretch with temperatures staying closer to average with 80 degrees for afternoon highs. So not looking at any more derechos or wind events or strong thunderstorms developing, at least for the next few days.
All right, Dana, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, be well, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
What do you want to see in a new police chief? What does an inclusive economy look like to you? Are you looking for new voices? The Madison chapter of the Local Voices Network is offering conversation opportunities on all of these. For 4 consecutive Wednesdays, beginning this week, LVN is hosting small group facilitated conversations to collect public input on what we should be looking for in a new police chief. Next Monday, Downtown Madison Incorporated members are invited to join in a conversation on imagining an inclusive economy. And a podcast of the first listening party by staff from LVN founder Cortico is available now. We're big fans of LVN and the incredibly important work they're doing around civic dialogue and listening. This is so needed right now. You can learn more and register to participate at lvn.org. We recommend you do so.